Hi, we're back at it again. I am the Oracle LAKEYDARENEE. This is spiritual news. Do not take this as a joke. I am a direct channel to the universe. I am the universe pet. They tell me all their secrets. I come from the galactic world. For those who've been here, what's down, baby? For the newcomers, hey there, how are you? This is a sacred space. Here is where healing takes place. I am here to steer you clear of ignorance, dangers of the source, and low vibrational energies that does not serve your best interests. Okay? Before you take anything too personal, understand you are to book me for a personal. Okay. You came across my page to insert. You do not lean onto your own stupidity. I am not here to manipulate my talents, conversations, or energies in hopes of soothing your ego. This is not the space for that. Okay? I am a high vibrational entity. My prices are my prices. You do not go into Burberry, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Neiman Marcus, or any other luxurious store negotiating prices or requesting discounts. So do not disrespect me or my talents by asking me to do so. The best is not cheap and the cheapest is not the best. Please understand, I am not concerned with what the next being is doing. I work for the universe and they pay me well. You get my personality as a bonus because I am me. You will always be me because I love me. If you must know my view on time, to me it is an illusion. Time does not exist, clocks do. When you see this is exactly when you are to receive this message. These messages are not administered with any constraints. Place the pronouns and situations relatively in their spaces, be it be emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, sexually, literally, educationally, etc. Understand this may or may not resonate with anyone, so take what fit and leave the rest. So yeah, let's get off into some shit. Some of you will be experiencing technical difficulties with your electronics. Some of you want to build your mama a new house. You do not have any time to be wasted, and I love that for you. You guys are truly walking into the most successful season of your lives. Some of you are having transportation issues. Some of you will be believing into yourselves more, and I love that for you. In the event you find yourself feeling like you are overvaluing yourself, remember that you could be dirt broke and still be priceless. Reaffirm yourself by listening at what other people who is the vital influence of your goals. Listen to them speak for a bit and get back to understanding that. You too could be making that kind of money, living that kind of life, eating that kind of food. Be patient because it will require steady effort and it will consume some of your 3D time. Some of you will benefit greatly by underexerting energies and contemplations. Wait. It's not you, it's me, y'all. Some of you will benefit greatly by underexerting energies to contemplation and begin planning for preparation and doing what it is you could do right here in the now. Some of you could be desiring to work out on some new equipment, but the machines are always taken. Please upgrade to a better gym. Okay? That's what you could do. You're welcome. Some of you are known for being the strong person in all your human interactions. You are beginning to feel like you're not being heard by the people who you are speaking to. And you have people you want to call, but it is a strong possibility they do not answer. You have voiced something to someone and you feel like they brushed it under the rug, oblivious to the importance of what you are stating to them means to you. Some of you have some people considering doing all the things they stated they would not do for or with a person like yourself. People are watching you transform and you are still healing. I love that for you. Judging by the energy, you're making it look hella easy. Period. Yes, Lord. Okay. Understand, it is a difference between believing that things are going to get better and not being practical about your honest emotions related to said things. Some of you been tired trying to help people out so they could avoid the harsh hardships of experience. You may feel like you help people and then they vanish. Some of you are surrounded by distractions, or you have been speaking to people whose opinions waver. You are finding out how to rely on your own judgment. I love that for you. Some of you are surrounded by distractions, or you have been speaking to people whose opinions waver. I just told you that. Some of you are dealing with separation anxiety. Some of you are desiring to contact someone extremely bad. Refrain from doing so because you will not get the reaction your silence is warranting. Some of you will discover your favorite restaurant is serving that dish that was once limited time offer only. Snaps fingers for that. Let me put my glasses on. Okay. Some of you are emotionally exhausted and mentally fatigued. Some of you have graduated with them CDs. Congratulations. I see you, baby. Driving like a big truck. I'm so mad. This not it. Yeah, this not it. I don't like the way they looked right there and now. Maybe one day soon I'll put them on. But not today. Not today, Charlie. Just not right now. Stand on what it is you want out of this lifetime. Folk will see you are immovable on your toleration with things that makes you uneasy with misalignments. Some of you are well connected. If not right now, then you are about to be. Congratulations in advance, baby. Some of you have been very quiet about your finances. Keep it up because they are about to increase. Someone is betting it all on you, whether you know this or not. Everyone is beginning to ride that wave that you have been endorsing people to surf. So you've been endorsing them to surf the wave and they ain't want to surf all this time. Now all of a sudden they want. Okay. I see you. Some of you are addicted to the internet sensation. You may be trying to win yourself away from it. Some of you are being misunderstood because there are people around your energy who want more out of life, but it will require them to tap into some fake vibrations. Indulging in surface level matters with people who, regardless of their ranking and power, would not matter to you. You're welcome. Meanwhile, you're satisfied with you on your free time. You may be one of those people who are popular but rather be alone. Get comfortable with people not getting you. Be mindful of the parts of you that you allow folk to get. I gave it to you in advance. I said you're welcome. Get comfortable with people not getting you, but be mindful of the parts of you that you allow folk to get. Some of you need a new checkpoint to solidify where you are today. Give yourself that validation you desire. Seek it not outside of yourself, though. Okay. Some of you are going to be speaking with someone who lives away from you, miles away from you. Some of you going to be doing a lot of FaceTiming this week. Snaps fingers, okay, boo. Some of you are into anime porn. I'm not judging you. I just think it's a far reach for people not enjoying watching real people having sexual interactions. They get their rocks off with animated sexual encounters, over human interactions. I would like to think it's because humans are getting worse at faking their orgasms, right? I don't really know, y'all. My years watching porn is outdated. So yeah. Otherwise, learn me more about that in the comments. Imagine you sleeping with a robot and with humanoid characteristics and you get like a biological human interaction and y'all had that little y'all do y'all little thing. And then the robot go off and kill your little girl who you just gave that yeah to, that real yeah to, right? You went and gave that real yike to them people. And your robot go and kill your girlfriend because it wrote what is that shit? Because it probably what is it? It would robotically program itself to be in love with you. Because I loved you, Naquan. Because I loved you. Who is Naquan? Y'all know somebody named Naquan? Oh, what cricket? You know I love your mama. Yeah, that's how you feel. You know they love your mama. That's cute. I love your mama too. Anywho, You may benefit greatly by tempering your emotions. Someone has come into realizations that they have no control or understanding on why they cannot help but to see things from your lenses. If you have been in separation and this person returned, they want you to keep the fact that you are in a space to see, they are in a space to see things your way on a down low. They will respect everything y'all would place into an agreement. So they gonna follow you, or you, whatever you talking about doing. You say you need this, baby, I got you. Just it wasn't supposed to be like this. You didn't call feelings. Yeah, that's how y'all doing it. That was just the energy I'm channeling right now. Y'all better get y'all lives together because I got to get through this first before I be telling you right now the energy I'm on. But listen at me. Okay. It bothers someone if you have any sort of relationship with their friends. They think that you are going against the grain. They don't feel like you would be speaking with them had it not been on their merit, right? So you talking to a mutual friend and you must not be talking to that friend that you introduced them to, and now they feel like you wrong because since you're not talking to them, you aren't supposed to be talking to the mutual friend either because of why Trey. Or what it is, why sway, how sway. Okay, yeah, because why? Who is Trey? Y'all know somebody named Trey? Why Trey? So yeah, can't be doing that. Because they feel like you're not supposed to be doing it. Matter of fact, you wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for them. Figure that out. That's on y'all and y'all little time. If someone reached out to you, they are doing so to confirm what it is they already know. Some of you are going to be receiving private calls, or you have thought about calling someone private. Females are in a space where they don't want to be men anymore. I'm going to snap fingers for that because I love that for us, Baba. Period. Okay. You are the one-stop shop to someone. You're all they desire in a package. Some of you are a tights and a t-shirt kind of person, and someone did not value or handle you accordingly because you didn't wear your value. Someone who was proclaiming to be curving you is returning. Some of you are learning about your selfish ways. I do not condone being selfish in a relationship. You are entitled to being selfish if you are in your selfish season. However, it would not serve you well to be doing so in a partnership. You're welcome. Someone around you is micromanaging a situation that you are not actively in. They are wondering how could you still house the space for someone to act in their agreed capacity and handle one another with such careful manners. Oh, tell them believe J White. J White. Yeah, and take notes. Okay. Some of you just left a relationship and your person is deeming you to be a no good ass person because you found something else that tickles your fancy. They feel like you're such a dog. You don't need to pursue anyone because you was such a poor experience for them. I don't really care for them type of people. And this is just me adding my 2 cents. I don't really care for them type of people. You know what I'm saying? Because them the type that'll tell you people that you a no good parent because you was a no good partner. And for me, that shit just don't be making sense because you might not have liked art when you was going into school. You might have thought you wanted to be an art major. So you started learning about all of Venetian arts and, well, what did I say, Venetian? Yeah, that is Venetian arts, you know what I'm saying? And all them different European artists. You feel me? You was like, you know what? Art is just not my forte. I don't do well with that. And you know what? Art just ain't for you. It ain't just ain't for you. Then you lay around there and tried another subject. You wanted to go for theater. Figured out, you know what, I don't like the contracts that I might be end up in because theater might not be theatering 5 to 10 years from now. It might not be doing what it's supposed to be doing, and you just changed for that reason. Right? Change your major. Then you know what? Maybe let me try community college because the university ain't cutting it, right? You take your tail to the community college and then you realize, you know what? It's not even the university. It's not college. College is not for you. No more school for you. You just don't see how it make sense. You want to be this trillionaire. School ain't cutting it for you. They ain't got no job finna pay you that type of money right now. You just don't want to do it. Trade it is. Opt out. And then they'll tell you you ain't gonna be successful because school didn't work for you. Like, no. Because this person ain't took your fancy don't mean that it's nobody out there that, would tickle your fancy because somebody exists for everybody. Care how cute you think somebody is, how ugly you think somebody is out there for somebody. All right? So yeah, don't let nobody make you feel bad because you no longer want to be in something that you feel like just ain't tickling your fancy no more. For whatever reason. Long as you're doing it for self. Don't have nobody sitting here trying to force you or guilt trip you into staying into something that don't, benefit for yourself. And then try to make you feel bad because you know it ain't serving you well. Okay, if it ain't beneficial for that person, then why would that person sit in a situation that's not serving them? Care? If your shoebox money was good for 5 years, you've been sitting in the shoebox, it been still sitting there, it ain't making you no more money. Message. Okay? So if you did that for 5 years and year 6, you realize year 6 you finna go ahead on and dump your money off somewhere. You not wrong because you don't want to house your money at home. Okay? Some of you are becoming fathers and others of you are fathers. Both groups watching me had poor representations of fathers. Your fears are concerning relationships you're cultivating with your son. Some of you are afraid that you just may end up healing the little boy in you while raising one. And I wish that for you too, okay? Some of you will be talking to someone who watched you grow up, and the most refreshing part is they will be able to respect and commend the progress you've made because they know where you came from. To them, you have already won. Some of you must know that you're making your loved ones proud. You will be going out to the bar soon. Some of you will be having an interview soon. Check your posture because it will speak the loudest. Some of you been crying behind a connection. You don't want this person to know that you've done that behind them out of fear of it being misinterpreted as weak. In reality, they will presume you to be weak because you act as if you do not cry. Some of you may think a person is crazy based on how they resurfaced into your life. They are not crazy. They're just in love with you. Some of you find that you study well or think better while listening to Beethoven. So on August 1st, they had the Sturgeon moon, and that influenced you to greet your inner sea monsters. And that's your inner emotional demons, your monsters. Monsters could be good or bad. Perception is key. Okay? It is an intense emotional energy. If your inner sea monsters come to surface, greet them with kindness and listen for what they may have to teach you. Rather than trying to force them back down into the dark, this is an excellent time to start counseling or another self-discovery project. You must hold yourself compassionately in this moment. This is a good time to inquire into your past, study your ancestors, and look at what may have been lurking in your familiar or cultural lineage that is affecting you today. This is an intense period. Balance your deep inner work with rest and play. Enjoy the sun and long hours, but nap in the deep dark during the day if you can. Take time out to be alone and cool down if you feel overwhelmed. Listen to your body signals around what you want to eat and when you need to rest. The impact of the moons with zodiacs would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You may feel emotionally reactive and temperamental due to the moon being in Jupiter, the moon and Jupiter being in fixed positions. Be cautious not to condescend to others who challenge your belief. Take the high road. For Aries, Cancers, Libras, Capricorns, watch out for information or secrets that could solve a lingering problem. Pluto's retrograde and cardinal energies may bring up past issues that still need resolutions. Allow yourself to express your emotions like anger or disappointment. It is essential to release them. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Release limitations and pursue your truest desires. Mars and Virgo encourages focusing on a specific project and putting in the dedicated effort. Keep in mind, things take time, and believing in yourself is crucial for achieving your goals. Some of you will be in a setting where your person will feel the need to express what it is they want to do to you in a whispered tone. Some of you could be in a situation where somebody is taking interest in the same characteristics as you require in your person. Some of you are harboring people. You are just keeping people around in the name of you having options. You do not have interest in pursuing anything serious, so stop it. Allow that person to flourish without you being the garden in which they do so in. Okay? You're welcome. If you think that someone is sending someone in to check the temperature on you is done from a space of ulterior motives, it is not. This person is coming to you. They were to, if, wait, this person is coming to you. They were taking precaution. If someone reach out to you and express themselves, you are going to assume they are not sober. In the event this was you, you may not get a response because they do not believe that you are sober. Easiest way to eliminate this is to do what grown people do. Get face to face, sit down and talk. It will require a call to do so. Otherwise, it would not be believable to either one of you. You may be wondering if someone is interested in you. Baby, you have them. No panic. Someone wants to get you alone and kiss on your private area. You must do so at your own discretion. Some of you are visiting your hometown only to find that the people are behaving in perpetual cycles. Some of you will visit and relearn that you have some ways like the folk who raised you. If you thought someone you cut off has just walked away from this connection, baby, they will refuse to do so. They love you, although you're not convinced. They refuse to just lay down and let this love die. It was given at ATL, nah. Yeah. I don't really know that, but you know, that not I. Yeah, face tell self. Some of you are pregnant and want to have your kids back in your hometown. Oh, I love that for you. Okay. Some of you are watching me with a rough upbringing. You're known for going off the handle, standing on nation business, sounding like you certainly did your fast time on the other side of the streets. You feel like you have been taking the high road and people have been testing your gangster. You feel like you have been refraining from bringing your beastly self out of hibernation out of fear of not being able to tame it once it is actively on the prowl. May peace be upon you. I truly want you to know that it is okay to be half of your hometown. It's owed to your city. You don't have to inform people on the monster that lives within. Keep it on the tuck, and when it's necessary, then you could surprise them. Do not allow a person to outthink you out of your position. You must not make impulsive decisions, especially when it is rooted in a temporary emotion. Some of you need to check your credit card statements. Your person be spending on it every time you allow your guards to be let down after you hurt them in the same manner in which someone from their past did. Some of you have parents who are prostituting. Do not feel embarrassed, nor do you judge them. You are still worthy of an honest love. You are worthy of a wealthy lifestyle. You too are worthy of making a change with your offspring. If you are normally the kind to voice your concerns about matters, people get concerned in the moments you opt out of doing that. Some of you are going to be doing the wrong thing and end up finding better ways to avoid doing so again. Do not be afraid of mistakes. Some of you feel like if your person is not willing to risk their life for you, they do not love you. To some degree, this is true. But many ways of showing his loyalty and love for you is placing himself in the ring of fire before danger be cast upon you. I would urge those of you who this is resonating with to not purposely be placing your person in dangerous situations that is rooted off of your ego and unsettling past traumas. For example, some noise in a driveway sounding like a trash can being knocked over, someone come knocking at the door at 3:46 a.m. in the morning. Some of you, understanding. Then he can go and do that. That's normal. Right? You're not purposely just like, that's just him being a man. Simple. Nothing too harsh. Some of you are not moisturizing your skin because it is hot as hell outside. But somebody feels like you're too dark to be so white. You're too ashy, baby. Go and handle that up. Some of you, that could mean you're a black person and you're behaving on the extreme ends of white people, whatever that means to you. Yeah. Men do not be around punishing your girl for the things you would like her to repeat. Don't retain a woman of quality beauty. You know that this person may have been outside of your average caliber, then become overtly concerned when she wears an outfit too sharp or too clean for your liking. And then you begin to downplay what or how well she looks. She will revert into something that approves only of the things that you are allowing to her. She will begin to appease you, and that would not be good for either party. It's almost like a punishment. I say punishment. A little punishment. There that is. Almost like a little punishment. You feel me? That ain't what the paper say. It's like almost like a punishment. You then become interested in the same women that looks the way you swear you rather not them mirror. On this channel, we do not condone overt jealous behaviors. Women do not be walking around practically naked in public while having someone other than you to care about. You should respect your person enough to not put them in situations where they would have to come to your defense when you could have respected their wishes and not have worn what it is that you wore that would have caused you to get uneasy in the event someone of the opposing sex were to look at you 3 seconds longer than your glance at them. Must you know your dreams are coming true, so dream in color. Yes, I did just move right on into that because you heard what I said. We ain't got to dwell on it. All right. I'd rather not politic on here about such beliefs. Some of you look so well, people think it's for no reason. Some of you are in the public eye and you want your kids to remain kids if they can. Unfortunately, you have a kid that wants to be just like them, just like you. Do not punish them. For that, you are their role model and they want to be just like you. Others of you who are in the public eye, your kids don't publicize their relationship to you because they do not want to be living in your shadow. Men are tired of having to build women up versus them being capable to fully engage in building the silent foundation that's necessary to further you guys' legacies. Your confidence should not be dependent upon your person. I don't care how cute you look if you're insecure about everything. We cannot heal the world in a day, but you can begin with the voice of compassion. You're welcome. Some of you are the first day sex kind of people. Someone may have been trying their best to make you feel bad. Listen, if this is resonating with you, understand no judgment will be casted here. This is a safe space. For those of you who are watching me and feeling like people who have first day sex is problematic to the market, allow me to paint some perception for you. Okay? Just because someone decides to have first date sex does not make them a whore. Just because someone decides to have first date sex doesn't mean that that is their most valuable asset. Just because someone decides to have first date sex doesn't mean that they are less worthy of a genuine connection. Some people prioritize sex so heavily that it is deemed as a deal breaker, despite having many of the things that person thinks is admirable. So if you are one of those people who prioritize sexual compatibility, then why wait 17 months to figure that out? It is their prerogative. Some people have more to offer than their body to people. This is a safe space. Take yourself to someone else's platform with that judgmental ass energy because it is not welcomed here, okay? You're welcome. Also, understand we are always going to support the crowd that pride themselves here on waiting too. You are welcome to do that here as well. However, I do not condone you being the person to have first date sex, aware that you become hypersensitive once sexual acts take place. You become impulsive. You fail to manage your emotional impulses, or you know good and dang on where you have nothing else to offer outside of sexual relation and you have no real sense of self, no goals, no control over managing yourself, and it's all of its faculties, then you need not to be acting like you're okay with having first date sex. Nor do I condone you being that person that wait ages to screw people only to find out the sexual compatibility is unparalleled. Then you want to jump ship. You done gave over your heart and now your body is ready to leave because your mind cannot fathom the idea of that person not giving you a quality nut. Understand your priorities and base your reality around that. You're welcome. I know that was a mouthful. Because I'm going to grab me some essential for you. If you have not been focused or prioritizing relationships, you have people feeling like they are not enough. You have not been speaking with someone and they feel like things are weird and you do not care anymore. They are tired of acting like they do not care anymore and your absence is went ignored because they haven't. Someone feels like every time they find themselves getting over you, someone bring you up in their healing process restart. Some of you have plans or requested space from someone. You may feel things were moving too fast. This person is on hold. They will respond based on the pretenses you knew where you wanted to be and you wanted to hold on to them while you figured it out. They think that it is immature and they will not be able to pursue you in the event things are not going to go as planned. They would carry over extreme security measures for when their next potential suitor say things like they felt they were on the money with you, but tries to take your word, don't. Some of you will be sleeping on the floor, and if it's by default, it's cool. You too should feel safe here. All I ask is that you inform me when you no longer must have to do that anymore. May you grasp the power. Grasp that that's the proper way to sleep, especially if you have a curvature spine. For certainty, it improves your posture and relaxes your muscles. For those who do that by choice, no judgment here. Get your rest, but get your rest. I'm definitely a sucker for falling asleep in like weird spaces. Like I will be in a corner asleep. I probably will be like in my bathroom asleep on the floor. Me and my extreme large pillow. Just resting, baby. Yes, baby. Love it. You have been considering cutting off connections to people who you feel is problematic. It is because you are noticing that you don't have too many problems in your life when you are by yourself. Well, I'm feeling like I'm talking to a group of people that really came up for nothing. Because I'm fucking with it. Yeah. Getting it out the mud. Yeah. Okay. Yep, I love that for you because you're about to enter the best days of your life, and I can attest to that. May peace be upon you. May you know the community here on this platform will always support you. Also, some of you may be into mudras, right? The ones I was guided to provide for you was here as follows, right? Chanmuka, that is intended for cancer. It is healing of an autoimmune disease. This is to be practiced in a seated position. Your left hand facing down, right hand facing upward, right? And place in front of your solar plexus, holding for 15 to 20 minutes. Saazara Rara. Yeah, so it's Saazrara. And that was intended for chakras. It improves the brain function. It reduces headaches and stimulate the pituitary and pineal gland. It is good for the hair. It activates the body's self-healing powers. It may be practiced sitting or standing. Hold it over your head about 6 inches above, about 10 to 20 minutes. And this is the thing. Right. And again, it's for your chakras. Shanka is intended for digestion. It improves your voice by reducing speech defects. It nourishes the kidneys, testes, and ovaries. Strengthens your hair and bones while bonding with the navel center. This is to be practiced in a seated position. Place the mudra in front of your heart and become completely still and listen intently with silence and care. It looks like this. So like this. It'll look like this, but you're holding it, over your heart for 10 to 45 minutes. And Shankavarta, I'm saying this slow enough so y'all can understand, right? Shankavarta. But we're going to break it down so you can follow us. Shankavarta is intended for intuition. It quiets the mind while turning the attention inward. It strengthens the intuition and serves as a gateway to hear the wordless teachings of your own soul. This is to be practiced in a seated position. Place the mudra in front of your heart and become completely still. Hold that position for 10 to 45 minutes. And that one is your homework. Look it up. Shankavarta. Okay? And it's spelled Shankhavarta. You're welcome. All right. Some of you are longing for someone. Some of you feels it is already over, yet you are still so passionate about longing for this person. You would certainly go on the limb and state that there's unfinished business there. Some of you are over the stagnancy within a relationship. Some of you are too prideful to reach out when you are missing someone. Someone is not reaching out because they are trying to learn themselves what it is they want out of this connection. Meanwhile, you're thinking about what it is you would like to see from them, not giving much thought about what it is you're willing to do to accommodate their discomforts. Do not get in my comments promising that you are not going to give your all, or that you are going to give your all, knowing in the depths of your soul you're going to hold back until you feel safe, whatever that's supposed to be. Right? Cause y'all know people feel safe at their own time. You know how everybody be. Some of you are commitment shy because you have the tendency of dipping in and out of the relationship you naturally partake in. Some of you are going crazy because you were not aware to such magnitudes of the struggles you are adopting when you begin dealing with someone. Some of you are upset because you want your person to be more present when you are spending time. They seem to be allocating it elsewhere. Some of you thinks that someone don't like you, and they do. They thought you were so cute to them. They just don't see past you guys kicking it. Some of you, when you want something specific with the person, potentially put you at risk at failing to accept incompatibility. Some of you are going to be going on a date. Your calves will be hurting because you're choosing to wear some cute yet uncomfortable heels. Please put on some comfortable shoes, because shoes for your date, or you will end up walking barefoot. Some of you were supposed to go and visit someone behind bars and you did not show up. They are too pissed because you always state that you are going to go and visit them and you never seem to make it. I was getting that you were too caught up in your own thing to make it there. Some of you are still mentally haunted by the thoughts of you and someone else. Just do something about it already, because you guys seem to be running away from you. Some of you are going to be relocating soon. Some of you may be finding ways to forgive your family for some things that have taken place that you have held against them knowingly or unknowingly for quite some time. Your creativity is being heightened at this time. You must act even if you do not understand nor understand why you must do so, because it is imperative to your financial abundance.